Hey everybody, and welcome back for this bonus Treehouse of Horror episode. Today we are talking about Treehouse number 11, and this is from season 12. And it also has 3 fun segments to chat about. Why don't you get started with line number 1?
I will do my line number 1, and my line number 1 comes from segment number 1, and the line goes, "Today you will die. Ooh, and you'll get a compliment from an attractive coworker. Lenny?" So that is from Ghost Dad, and it's Homer reading his horoscope.
And he's a Taurus, just like me, which I think is hilarious. So he was born somewhere late April, early May.
Yep.
And I oddly don't know specifically Homer's birthday, but
I don't know if it's ever been established.
I don't know that it's ever been established either, but I'm sure someone on those interwebs has it fully available for
it's probably
everybody's
out
birthday.
there.
But today you will die, and then I love that Marge has to read her horoscope, and it's very specific too, and it says today your husband will die. But leave it to Homer, he doesn't care, he just wants that compliment from his coworker.
Lenny?
Which is a great segment, a segue for my line.
What's your line?
Which is from Lenny. Well, he compliments Homer because he has a deadly viper on his arm, and then it's actually, my line is from Carl, who says, "Yep, it's quite fetching, but aren't you afraid of its deadly venom?" And Homer just has this viper hanging off of his arm, and that was after
Lenny complimented him about his snake.
on that handsome-looking snake biting his arm. So he got, his horoscope. His horoscope is what I called it.
Yep.
Watch the segment and see what happens. If it happens to come true or not.
Yep.
Floopid Floripope.
Floopid Floripope.
What about your line number 2?
Well, I'm going to go with segment number 2, and I think you might know what it is, and it's from Cheryl the witch. She says, "I have a boyfriend," and then Lisa's like, "Well, what's his name?" "George. Cauldron."
After she looks at the cauldron.
Because, of course, that's my name. So
of course you had to go with George
Cauldron.
Which then the kids make fun of because they don't believe that he's real.
Maybe he can fix me up with Ed Ladle. And then, of course, we find out later there actually is a George Cauldron.
George Cauldron shows up to take her out to the concert.
Pretty handsome looking guy.
Sure was.
Yeah, but the concert's at 8.
Good thing he had a backup date for that concert mentions. Ridiculous.
Oh, funny. All right, what about 2?
Well, my line number 2 comes from segment 3, and it's which is a translation from the dolphin. "They made me do tricks like a common seal." That was from Snorky. Thanks for bearing with me with my terrible dolphin impersonation.
Poor Snorky. He had to
know.
do tricks like a seal.
Like a common seal.
Mm-hmm.
Your Majesty, Snorky.
Sends him on his rampage.
Yes.
Alright, well, then that brings us into best scene for the entirety of the 3 segments of it, which is a tall order because there were many great scenes and many great jokes in this.
There are some really great scenes and really great jokes, but I have to absolutely comment on the couch gag opener because they are the monsters in the couch gag. And I specifically love the fact that Bart is Eddie Munster and he has a slingshot in that opening segment. Lisa has the copyright law book. It's just ridiculous, but Grandpa's there, it's just, and it's not just the typical couch gag, it's like a little mini skit at the beginning.
And it fits perfectly because their family dynamic, if you look at it, just dovetails perfectly into the Munsters, so that was pretty clever.
So that was the Monsters couch gag opener with the angry mob that comes after them was my favorite visual scene of the whole 3 segments, although there were some really great visuals and scenes in this.
Perfect.
And I'm sure you have one.
Lovely. Well, mine is going to be the Snorky Town meeting. Because they get up out of the water and they march on the city like soldiers, and there's a town meeting. What are we going to do about all these dolphins taking over? And then Snorky just pops on in there and he's like, Snorky, man. Excuse me, something in my throat. Eons ago, dolphins lived on the land. And it gets in the hat. And they're like, well, we thought you liked it in the water. We were trying to get out. It's cold. Every day I wake up phlegmy. And it also leads into an honorable mention here is a parody of the birds, where all the dolphins are like on wires like they're the birds from
and
the
on
bird.
the playground like they are.
Yeah.
I wrote that down too in mine.
So that's my favorite part.
I specifically have as one of my scenes Snorky birds reference in parentheses. So yeah. So really great. 3 segments. Do you want to mention what the 3 segments are?
So number 1 was Good Ghost Dad. Number 2 was Scary Tales, and number 3 was Night of the Dolphin.
And for Scary Tales, they do some parodies of some fairy tales. Lisa's reading Grimm's fairy tales, and it goes into that. So it's really great.
Yeah,
loved it.
Yeah. What's one of your favorite of those 3?
My favorite of those 3? Oh, it's a toss-up between Ghost Dad and the Snorky segment, but I think I'm gonna have to go with the Snorky segment. It's got some really great lines. I won't mention the Mayor Quimby line, but watch the segment. You'll know exactly which one my mind likes.
This is a family show. Well, so is this, but it don't matter.
So it's just great.
Yep. Well, I wrote down in my notes here, Snorky for life. So, Night of the Dolphin, definitely. Snorky. I love it. Alcohol and night swimming. It's a winning combination. So many great
I
things
know,
like
you
that.
get some really great. Willie shows up in that segment, like everybody shows up in that
there,
segment.
yeah.
Because it's a town meeting, but some specific gags relating to some of our favorites. I guess Otto is not fully front and center in that. But
No, this was a little auto late, but that's okay.
Yep. So, thanks for watching our second bonus episode today, or for watching Treehouse 11. Go back and check out our other Treehouse reviews, and stay tuned for more coming up Milhouse.
That is right. We will see you very soon. Happy Halloween, and until the next time,
Jiminy
Jokers!